Hello guys, welcome to this YouTube channel, Alash Studio. And here at Alash Studio, we watch Mozart movies in 0.25x speed and give you hidden details you might have not noticed while watching the video in normal speed. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be getting notified whenever we release a new video. So in today's video, I've watched the Mozart movie titled Burning Coals in 0.25x speed and found out some interesting details you might love to see. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first detail I noticed was when Miss Cole entered the church, noticed she was only carrying her purse and a book which looked like a textbook, when on a normal day we all carry our Bibles to the church. So that actually means she was not interested in going to the church, which was later proved by the way she reacted to the Sunday school teacher while the woman was busy teaching others in the church and they were listening attentively.
Continue.
Second detail I noticed was when the Sunday school teacher greeted Miss Cole as she entered the church premises. We could see that her left eye was swollen due to the beating she got from her husband. If that is watched in normal speed, you might have not noticed. So take a look at it. Take a look. So before I move to the next detail, I want to encourage you to follow this channel on Twitter at the Alash Studio. The name is displayed on the screen as you can see. Thank you. Another wonderful detail I noticed was at the eatery where Miss Cole and her children went to get something to buy. If you notice, she, the eldest, was not actually interested in whatever they were buying due to the fact that she was so engrossed in what she was pressing on her phone. And also, at the same time, the youngest, Bolu, was also giving her a suspicious look. So we can see the boy was looking at her suspiciously, and we can also see that made her uncomfortable. Another detail I found out was outside the eatery, as soon as Miss Cole was coming out, we could see some people at the background looking at her as she was coming out, which means those people were not actually part of the movie. Very wonderful detail I found out again was during the argument between Dr. Cole and Goke, there was a girl that repeated what Dr. Cole said. So if it's not watched in 0.25 speed, there's no way you can discover that kind of detail. So I will show you how it happened now.
Chimpanzee, orangutan.
So I'll be showing you again. So take a very deep look at her mouth. Take a very deep look at it.
Chimpanzee or chimpanzee.
Now, this detail might not necessarily mean you watch it in 0.25x speed. You can also notice this in normal speed. There was a skeleton in the background at the back of the copper, which actually means him and Bayo were at the biology teacher's office. Now this brings me to my final detail I noticed. On the desk of Dr. Cole, we can see he was having two phones, which was the normal phone and a tablet. Those two devices, we later saw them when he and his family reunited. So now let's talk about the important lessons we got from this movie. So the first important lesson we learned from this movie can be gotten from the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 44, which says we should pray for our enemies and also love them. And that can actually be done if only we have the grace of God. So we have to pray for the grace of God before we can be able to love our enemies and also pray for them. Second important lesson we learned from this movie is that we parents should be closer to our parents to guide them on every decision they make. Just like the case of Sheyi and Bayo, if their parents were closer to them, they wouldn't have made such a big mistake. Now the final important lesson we learned from this movie also is that we must always learn to take the advice of the younger people irrespective of their ages. Just like the case of Bolu, if our siblings and our parents have taken to our advice, they wouldn't have gotten themselves in such grievous mistake that they've eventually found themselves. So we must always take to the advice of the younger people, and we must first seek the face of God to be sure if that's the right decision for us to take. So that's my final breakdown of the movie in 0.25x speed. So I encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also drop your comments and don't also forget to like and to also share. So drop your comments so we know the next action we're gonna take on the next video we're going to be dropping on this channel. So I encourage you also to don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.